Heather, want me in the middle? You wait till all three guys get here. Hey guys. Any other chair?
We all will coach. I'm gonna take these there. Oh yeah, watch this. I got Minute Maid and good.
Tonight, we're joined by the New Orleans Breakers coach John D. Filippo, quarterback McLeod Bethel-Thompson, kicker Matt Conklin, and linebacker Vontae Diggs. Coach, we'll let you open with a statement.
Sure. I appreciate everyone being here. It was a great team victory for us. I thought all three phases contributed in some form or fashion. Obviously, the young man 2 down from me, it was unbelievable tonight, having to come in and do double duty. Is not only our kicker, but our punter, and pinning people back and doing a heck of a job. Defensively, I thought we played fantastic the whole game. I thought we got after them up front. I thought we stopped the run, and we limited them to under 200 yards, under 160 yards of total offense. Whenever you can do that in a professional football game, that's unbelievable. I thought offensively it was probably one of the most painful first halves of football I've ever had to witness. But I was proud of our guys that they stepped up and they came out and played unbelievable in the second half. And that's why I have this guy sitting next to me, to my right, on that big third down, sacrificing his body and getting us that first down. That was a huge, huge play in that football game. And so I'll open it up to questions.
Coach, we've heard a lot about your story. You got this first opportunity in head coaching the field. What did it mean for you to be able to run out and then at the end hug your dad and the football family and get your first win?
It was a very, very unbelievable feeling. Something that you think about a lot when you're in this profession. To have my folks here, to experience my first game as a head coach, and not only do that, but to get a win was unbelievable. So it's very surreal. The amount of support I've had from my family and also from these players has been overwhelming. And my first night here, they'd never seen me before. They'd never met me. And I came in and I just was honest. And I said, guys, this is what I have. And I can't tell you every day I'm going to be 100%. And the support I've had from this football team, this organization, has been second to none. And so they've inspired me as well to have that run. It was also to have my parents here, but that was also for the players in our football team as well.
Kind of along that line for the players, how much is your coach inspired you guys through this, to fight through this and come out there every day and to practice?
I'll speak for me. I'm not here without Coach Flip. He's the reason why I came down here, and I talked to him early. There's not many other coaches, if any, that I come down here and play for, and have this experience, and then, even double that over, and the stuff that he went through, and him, telling us about it. It's just, he shows up with energy every single day. He loves the game of football, and that's contagious. And he's now made a locker room that loves the game of football. We're trying to live up to his passion every single day. And you saw that tonight, we find a way to win because we want to win for him. And he's the reason why we're here, and he brings the energy every single day. So we came in at halftime, it's like, we're not going to stop playing. We're not going to stop going because he doesn't stop. So,
for sure. I'll echo that.
Right.
Yep. I mean, we got a good locker room, I think, and that starts from the top, and he's led by example. Kind of like Max said, just coming in every day, no excuses, bringing energy, and that's kind of contagious, especially when you get a coach to do that. Definitely trickles down, especially in close games. So awesome to get the first one.
I'll speak from a defensive perspective. Anytime you have a head coach who is tougher than most guys in the room, you know what I'm saying? We laugh, but we're being dead serious. Like he said, the first thing he said to us is, every day's a little bit different for him. So excuse me, for a man to sit there and tell you that immediately, you don't even know, he may know us by name but not by face, that's tough, you know. So that just makes us want to go out there and try to get him the ball back and do the things that we have to do to make sure that, you know, they have more than enough opportunity to be successful. And as a young man, it's dope to have a coach like that, you know, like to have someone who's willing to give you his all every single day, no matter what he's feeling, you know. And we can't tell it when he's having bad days, you know. And I'm going to say we've been here for a month and some change now. He's had bad days, you know, and we can't tell you. He's smiling, he's joking, and he's having a good time, and he's loving this game of football. So for us, we're gonna go to hell. We're gonna go to hell and back for him for sure, and that's just how it goes.
Monte, I'll pick up on that. This defense that you lead as a veteran is the best in the league last year. We had a chance to put that on display today, but particularly in that 4th and 1, my goodness, 1 yard line, 10:23 left to play, and trying to hold on to a lead here. How did you guys come up with that stop?
Hell of a call by coach. You know, called a couple of our numbers, and if you know anything about our coach, he's gonna do something for you, you know. So he dialed up a hell of a play for us, and we had a whole bunch of guys that just wouldn't be defeated, you know. Starts up front with the D-line. They got a nice push. You know, after I watched the play, I had my boy Heat, number 56, and he dented the play, and that starts right there, you know. As our Sam linebacker, he dented the play. 44 didn't want to play with him, and that started with it. I came through the A-gap. Got a hand on him, slow him up, and then the rest of the guys came along the way. So we believe in speed, you know. That's coming from the head man. That's coming from everybody else in his staff and the whole team. Speed, speed, speed. So we do everything fast on defense. We do everything physical on defense. And again, all 11 guys to the ball, you can't do much. We don't want you to run the ball, and we bend but don't break. Bend but don't break.
Coach, on the game-winning touchdown there with the 3rd down play there, you could have run the ball and ran some time and you know, and kicked the ball if you didn't get in, you know, on the run. Kind of what went into the decision on that play call, and how tough of a decision was it to let the play be?
It really wasn't that hard. I mean, McLeod was rolling at that time. I mean, he was on it, and I'd have trust in our players, number one, to make critical decisions in situations like that. You know, he's played a lot of football. We talked about on the sidelines, hey, it's either you're throwing it to Anthony or you're running it in, okay? And so if there was any gray area at all, okay, I knew McLeod, and I trusted McLeod to make a great decision with the football in his hand and take a short stack or go score if it was there. And then we kicked the field goal. The other thing I was going to do if that didn't score was I was going to take the penalty and move the ball back 5 yards for a better angle for Matt. Okay, so where we were on the 4-yard line or 3-yard line, that's a tougher angle for the kicker. So that was our thought process going into that.
As a quarterback, when he talks about he has trust in play, I mean, what does that mean to you to hear coach say that? You know, not just here, but on the sideline too.
That means the most, especially coming out of the first half where we kind of put the wrong gas in our gas tank there. We're a Ferrari, but we weren't moving so well, and then the second half we kind of got going and. That means the most, I want to be in those situations, I told the old line before the play, like, where would you rather be, This is why we play the game of football, Of course, we'd love for it to be perfect tonight, but we found out our team has guts, We found out we have guts and we want to win. We got a group of winners in there, and maybe that's even better for the first game than a smooth operation because you find out something about yourself. So you want to be in those situations, and I want to have the ball in my hand. I want to throw. So I'm glad he made that call.
So we have a question online. I'm going to let Oscar unmute. He is calling in zooming in from Mexico.
Wow.
And wants to ask a question.
We're in Mexico. Cabo?
Oscar, can you hear us? I will ask his question for you. He just says hello from Mexico. He said, for Coach, what was the breaking point in this game? And then he also said, could you say some words to all the USFL Mexican fan base?
Absolutely. I don't know if there was one breaking point in this game. I would say probably the 4th and 1 stop on the goal line, was an unbelievable play, and then we found a way to get it out of there. So I think that those series of plays was probably the breaking point. And let me tell you something. To everybody down in Mexico, that's one of my favorite countries in the world. Okay, Cabo is my happy place. So I will see you, okay, probably in September down there in Mexico. So if you're out and about, what's the
Oscar?
Oscar, if you're out and about, I'll buy you a Corona.
Any other questions from the room?
Matt, you come into this league as one of the most accomplished players to enter it. You're also one of the older players to enter it. After playing this first game, you got to keep throwing your body at everybody else, so everybody play quarterback.
Yeah.
You just
Heck
don't
yeah,
care?
heck yeah, it's football. You know, that's why you play it. So obviously you want to play better earlier, and you want it to be a smoother operation. But I'm really proud of the guys. We made some really big time plays, made some big time catches, made some big time blocks up front, some big time runs. I mean, this kid right here, shoot, he won the game single handedly. The amount of kicks he went through, and then you see the strength of our defense. You know, I told him in the locker room after they don't have to carry that much weight. Hopefully going forward. Hopefully we're going to take a little bit of those poundage off of them, and they just stood up, man. And to be honest, there was no doubt that they were going to make a play because they've been doing it all camp. They play with a reckless abandon. They play with unbelievable passion, you know, led by that guy and number 4. So you just can't say enough about it, and we just want to go back to work and play cleaner and move forward in the next weeks.
Okay. Coach, thank you so much. Players, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Can y'all make the defense a little bit bigger in the stats? They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 events. We only get 1. We can at least, you know, get some more pace here.